Ckay, he's in the studio. Before that, let me go into this one. Monster hit in Ghana. Ckay, Joe Boy, Kwame Eugene with Love Wanting Ting.
My baby, my Valentine. Yeah, now you do make it with temperature days. If you leave me a good time, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so obsessed. I want to chop your own. Never did a mechanic feel. Open up, make us feel. Yeah, my love wanting to make a bad man sing. I go spend for your head. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con they carry for my head every night. Now you I want they carry to my bed. Oh no no, don't tell me no no no. You can be my partner, never riding solo no. And we got no one lucky, no need to party wo. I feel it what you're doing, oh yeah baby, gotta go, gotta go. Oh, no. Your body they back at me, speed. Open up, make I see. Now you where they got my fancy. When they do me, I get party. Oh no 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 no. And they call me. I want to go, but you got me coming. Why should I be coming early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it send my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you honey. Ay, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need them, make I look pity. You won't make us enjoy me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bad can make you shake it for Ghana. Here, dancing for me, baby, pana. Come and give me show.
This is Brunch in the City, your smooth companion at work.
Baby, one in a million, no. Most beautiful lady I know. You're everything I need and more. Kill it plenty for the MO. But me, I know they see them all. Pay no attention, I feed them all. Oh no, in my song, in the melody, I go sleep for them. If you ever use the melody for so long, I've been running away from love. Last, I'm not falling in love. Oh, no. Yo, this song feels so good, man. That bass.
This is Brunch in the City, your smooth companion at work.
Shake it. Yo, I love that guitar. That shit sounds so good, man. Sweet like, what that body like? I just want to sit together in a skin tight. I was sitting in the corner, you were the other corner. I was stepping up power. But to get to somebody, the palm of you. I got to shoot my shots, you. You must be my shot, you. Girl, I fuck with you, heavy. And your way so deadly. I wanna love you, Lenny. I wanna love you, Lenny. Say you want to G. Walk me like Daisy. Come get my body. Come get my body.
Davido, Ckay with La La La. Now playing on Brunch in the City. About to get into a conversation with Ckay. But quickly, if you're thinking of owning a new home, buying a second home, or buying land to build your dream home, then some real help coming in from First National Bank. First National Bank has declared 2021 as the year of home ownership to help make home ownership a reality for many Ghanaians. So, YOHO 2021 offers a unique opportunity for all resident and non-resident Ghanaians to access First National Bank's suite of home loan offers, get relevant advice on home ownership, and guidance to overcome some of the hurdles like documentation, titles, and credit history. You can buy your dream home from our partner developers or choose to complete that project you started years ago. Take advantage of First National Bank's competitive interest rates and I promise to give you a decision on your home loan application in 5 working days provided all requirements are met. Accept the YOHO 2021 challenge and apply for a home loan facility to ensure you're on the housing ladder by the end of 2021. Reach out to Marina and Montebi on 0501 437 824. 0501 437 848 or send a mail at GhanaHomeLoans@firstnationalbank.com.gh for more information. YOHO 2021, moving you from a tenant to a home owner. First National Bank, how can we help you? Now we are live on Facebook on Citi 973. And in the studios now we have the one and only Ckay. Hi, it's good to have you here.
It's good to be
here.
The
last time we spoke in 2019, the end of 2019, and now it's been
it's crazy.
Massive.
That was
massive.
before COVID.
Yeah, way before. We didn't even know what COVID was then. And now fast forward, you are doing incredibly well. You are one of the hottest songs. And you're doing well for yourself. Tell me how the COVID period has been for you. How did you evolve during that time?
Man, COVID was. I feel like COVID, if I know COVID is, because it's still here.
Yes.
But COVID, I feel like it was like a whole paradigm shift because we weren't going out. We were not outside. We were inside.
Yeah.
And that means you have a lot of time to yourself. You have a lot of time to reflect, a lot of time to, explore your innermost, the innermost sides of yourself and, bring out stuff. So I made my EP during that time. And I think Love Wantinty took off too during that time.
It really did.
Specifically.
Yeah.
So it was like a roller coaster for me because a lot of things were happening at the same time. In Nigeria and outside Nigeria.
Yeah.
But I couldn't travel.
I know.
It's crazy. So but it's been crazy. I can't complain. Things have been going really well, and I've got lots of more music coming that I'm personally very excited about.
Okay. We'll talk about it very shortly because I'm excited to see who you've been in the studio with. But coming back to Love Wantinty, did you expect it to make the remix, because the original had made quite a bit of an impact, but the remix sort of went across the African continent. Did you expect that much impact?
Well, it's crazy because I actually did. Okay. But sometimes when you expect something to happen, sometimes it doesn't happen. But
That's
when
true.
you expect something to happen and it actually happens, it's
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, I actually expected it. So I always kind of knew that Love and Citi was a global sound
Yeah.
because on that particular song, it's tied to a real story one, and like I was just expressing myself with the song, you know, and the chorus especially, you know, nobody really makes a chorus like you know, that's like
Yes.
so different. And you know, I would say that's even part of why like the label I was with at the time did not even take it too seriously as a single, because it was probably too experimental for them. But I kind of knew that, yeah, this could cut across languages, because
Yeah.
I mean,
Everyone hums to themselves at some point in time. Yeah.
exactly. And I feel like melody is a universal language.
Yeah.
You might not understand my language, but you can feel the vibe,
Yeah.
the flow, the
Yeah.
melody, everything. So yeah, pretty much. And Joe Boy and Kwame on it made it even bigger, and the rest is history.
It truly is. Now, quite a lot of changes were also made. You changed labels. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
My contract expired,
Okay.
and I did not want to renew it anymore.
Okay.
So I signed with a different label, Warner Music SA,
Okay.
which is, I mean, yeah, things are really cool. The relationship has actually we've been nurturing the relationship long before we actually even signed the contract. And yeah, it just made sense at that point that, you know, we should be working together, because we kind of have that dynamic.
Okay.
you know.
Okay. Now, how has being with a label based in SA, I would assume, sort of made your sound more accessible across the African continent?
Well, I mean, first of all, I would say, like, in the new label, I feel like I kind of have creative control over my music. I feel like I'm just free to do myself, to do me, you know, and I feel like every time I do that, people connect with it. You know what I mean? So I feel like even the label aside, just the music existing already appeals to like a whole lot of different people, different African countries, and having a solid team to work with just makes it even better, because the dream can't really work with just you. Like, you can't do it alone. You need a team, you need an A&R, you need a manager, you need a business manager, you need there's so much that you need. So yeah, I feel like I found all that in Warner SA.
But touching on what you just said, a lot of times when you start off or you become an artist or a full-blown artist, a lot of people don't take into consideration the people in their team. Everyone wants, a lot of times you have people default having one person running the position of like 10 people. How do you suggest to other artists, probably those that are tuning in, to make it a point to add other people into their team?
The craziest thing about what you just said is, I feel like even I have been at that point. Everybody has been at that point, and I feel like sometimes you don't have everything set. You know, many people who started didn't really have everything set. They just started because they had to, and they winged it. You know what I mean? Most artists, if they tell you their stories, you find out that their first managers wore different hats. The manager was the A&R, the manager was the business manager, he was the road manager, he was the PR, he was the everything, you know. And I feel like most artists at that beginning stage, they have to actually do that until they grow. I feel like as your music grows, as everything about you grows, you'll have more people become a part of what you're doing, because obviously, like, it gets bigger than you and you can't handle it, so you need more people. And yeah, pretty much. But I don't think you have to rush it though. I feel like if you're not at that point, keep your team as small as possible, and as you grow, your team will grow. You don't even have to force it.
Okay. Now, speaking of the beginning, when did it start for you? When did you know that I'm going to professionally do music?
I think it was when I graduated from secondary school.
Okay.
I always knew I wanted to do music, but I was always scared, you know, because I grew up in a very academic household. My dad is a doctor, like specialist. Like, he has like a whole lot of certifications, so he's not just an ordinary doctor. And my mom is a nurse, and like 3 of my siblings are doctors.
Wow.
So like, yeah, so me coming to say I want to do music, you know, my ideas were always shut down my mom will always shut it down and say, all they do is smoke Indian hemp and do all kinds of crazy stuff. And I don't know, like music was just not seen as a very legit profession in my household. And it's so funny because my dad was a organist in the choir as well, in the Anglican church. Yeah, so I learned a lot of things from him. But yeah, over time, as I kept working, kept recording, kept getting better, I just felt like I can actually do this thing, And there was before I moved to Lagos, I had like a crew. We were 3. So we were doing shows in Kaduna back then. We were doing our thing. We didn't really have radio support, so we would push all our songs on Facebook and Twitter. We literally post the song and tag all our friends one by one and be like, go download a new song. Like, that's how we did it. And it's so crazy. We built a fan base and we did an event with our own money and people came.
Really?
And it was crazy. So that moment was when I realized that, like, if we could do this with no radio support, no label, no funding, no nothing. Like, imagine what we could do if we actually like moved to like a bigger space. But then unfortunately the crew kind of dissolved and I was the only one who
was still actively pursuing music.
Yeah, so that's pretty much how it happened.
Okay. Now fast forward, you jump on Davido's album and do this particular song with him, La La.
Yeah.
How did that connection, how did that creative process come about?
That was the most unexpected thing ever because I went to Budge's house.
Okay.
You know Budge, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I literally went to Budge's house to record a song. And I ran into a bunch of people that day, but I ran into Issa, who is Davido's manager. We've met a couple times before that day, by the way, but I don't know, that day we just kind of vibed, And this was just after lockdown, the first lockdown in Nigeria. So this was my first time
stepping
coming outside.
Okay.
Yeah, so we exchanged contact. One thing led to another. I think a couple days later, I was in the studio with Blaze Beats. So we cooked this vibe and I was like, this would be so crazy with David on it. So I just sent Issa a text. I was like, I have this idea that I think David would kill. And it's so crazy. He replied me. I was like, oh, it's mad. David loves it. Come through. Just like that.
Wow.
So that's how I just went and we made the song. Crazy.
Amazing. Like the impact. How did everything change? I mean, when you get on a song with Davido, I mean, he's one of Africa's best. Yeah. How did the path become? Did it become any? Did a lot of people start reaching out the next day? Like, how did it go?
Well, when we made the song, it's so funny because we made the song around July last year. Funny enough, on my birthday.
Really?
Crazy.
Oh my!
Yeah. Literally a year ago. Because anyway, so we made the song and I was really excited about the song and the project because the album was huge. It had like so many big artists on it, so I was like excited to be on the album.
Of course.
So I really wanted to make noise about it, but I just kind of kept it under wraps. So lots of people were really surprised when we let it out, and people really liked the song. So yeah, I mean, after that, definitely more attention, more numbers. My numbers grew. Everything kind of grew from that point, and some doors were open, definitely. And yeah, I mean, you know the vibes
now. But talk to me about Felony.
Yeah, that one. I made Felony during lockdown. Also, Felony was, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
Basically, all my songs are about how I'm feeling in a specific time frame, about a specific person, or I don't know. So that one, it was just me expressing myself, and I just did the song.
Okay. All right. Now the EP. Talk to me about that and the creative process that went into creating that body of work.
Yeah, the Boyfriend EP was I made most of the EP during lockdown. Okay. So it was just me being at home 24/7 vibing, we couldn't really visit people, so I was on the phone a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, in between that, I'll be on the phone, talk to my family, talk to my friends, then I'll make music, then eat, then sleep, then literally repeat the same thing the next day. Like I was literally on that mode for like months.
Wow.
You know, and yeah, I was having fun with it. I was just expressing myself. I was just telling stories and stuff like I usually do. And yeah, I finished the whole EP just like that. Then I put it
Wow.
out this year.
Okay.
I actually made
Okay.
the EP last year.
Now, Show My Side featuring Amaray.
Yeah.
Amaray is someone I absolutely love
Yeah.
in every sense of the word. Now, how was it like creating with her?
It's so crazy because we hadn't met we didn't meet to make that song. So
Wow.
I think I was doing Instagram live one time, and I mean, I've been a fan of Amarie's music from time, but we never really connected. So I was just on live randomly one day, and she pops on the live, and she's, you know, we kind of just had like a brief conversation. Then we spoke more in the DMs, and we were like, oh, let's make some music. So she sent me Fantasy from her album. Then I sent her this one.
Okay.
So we kind of made those two songs just based off emails and everything, and the chemistry was just there, even though we're not physically in the studio. So
love that.
that's how that happened.
Okay.
Amarie makes great music.
She
so
does.
Shout out to
She does. Now, let's take a listen to Ckay featuring Amaray, Show My Side.
Shawty, what big, 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 cool on my temper, I need your loving every day, I need your body in every way. Pull up at my location, pull up at my location. Come make a drop your occupation. Oh, girl, baby, show my side, 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 baby, show my side. Love to show your side, baby, I don't mind.
Shawty send a naked picture. I just wanna wake up with you. I just wanna vibe and just. You won't find no girl like this. I just wanna shake and move. After put it down on you. After that, let's take a break. Pull up on you after late. Oh, got me walking with a limp, but you moving like a simp. Do whatever for you. Baby, I'ma keep it simple. You and me together is a mission. Ride or die, you and I, flex for five. Get in by one. After dinner, I'll be putting you on my tongue. After dinner, I'll be putting you under my
Baby, show my side. 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 I'll show your side. I don't mind.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
So yes, Amaray, Ckay Amaray with Show My Side.
Sir.
Ckay is in the studio here with me. You're tuned into Brunch in the City.
Sir.
Yeah, shawty, what big, 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 cool on my temper,
Hello, AJ. Actually, not a die-hard fan of Ckay, but I've enjoyed every hit of it. He's a sensational vocalist, and teaming up with Kwame Eugene was a serious move from Jingles Nana Buede. Now, feel free to send in your messages 0549986996. We're live on Facebook as well, so you can send in your messages, and I'll be more than happy to read it right here on the show. Now, coming back into the conversation, what do you think has been the biggest change, or the biggest lesson you've learned in the Nigerian music industry?
Well, I would say Wait, those are kind of two
Okay.
different questions.
So first off, the first thing you've learned in the Nigerian music industry as an artist coming up, and the biggest change you'll like to see in the industry.
Okay. I've learned that, you know, being authentic is very important. Like, you know, just you have to. So for me, I see my music like a diary.
Okay.
You know, like I don't keep diaries, but my music is like a diary because I talk about stuff, and I feel like, you know, if my music was not literally stuff that I experience, people would not be able to connect to it. You know, like people can just tell. So for me, I feel like the one thing I learned is that being authentic and being honest in your music is the most important thing.
Okay.
And you can never tell how people will just connect, but they will.
Okay. Now, as Ghanaian observers looking into the Nigerian music industry, I mean, we see it to be utopia, perhaps. Like it's.
Is it?
Well, we would assume like everything is. It seems that there's structures put in place, that things work. That if you put in X amount of effort, you get Y amount of rewards from it. As against our system, that is a bit still in its developing stages. Is that the reality on the ground?
Nah.
And what is the biggest change that you can make in the Nigerian music
Nah,
industry?
it's definitely not utopia. I don't know where you guys heard that from, but no.
See, we use it as a benchmark. Like, oh my God, look at Nigeria, look at how good it is. But yeah,
I mean, the Nigerian space. First of all, Nigeria is like a very big country with so many ethnic groups, 36 states. You know, it's huge. So like, it's a very complicated space. You know what I mean? And I feel like yeah, I mean, there are challenges. There isn't as much structure as you think. I mean, I feel like recently we're starting to have structure because especially with the advent of streaming services like Apple Music, Spotify and everything else, it kind of gives our music some form of how do I put it? Like everything feels documented now. Like if a song is number one, it's on paper, it's documented. But like before, when Nigerian music was shared on blogs, it's kind of hard to track anything because people put out a song, it's a hit, but
you don't know.
Everybody has it for free because it's on blogs. There's no streaming services, so artists could only make money from shows.
Okay.
You know, but I feel like now, because of technology and everything, like it's changing slowly, and I feel like that structure is definitely very important. And I feel like it's not just happening in Nigeria, it's happening everywhere else too. Like in Ghana, the same thing. There's Apple Music, there's charts, there's Audiomack, there's Spotify. So like Afrobeat is actually being documented properly right now. So I feel that's definitely a step in the right direction. But we could do more, definitely. But we're trying.
And if Tunu will get there, we would hope. We would only hope. But what projects have you been working on? Who have you been entering the studio with? Any Ghanaian artists? We would hope.
Definitely. I've been working on my first album.
Okay.
I'm working with different artists from different parts of the world. I'm working with some French artists, some South African artists, Ghanaian artists, Nigerian artists.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of, I'm really just looking for vibes. You know, like I don't really care too much about where they're from or the language they even speak. Like as long as the vibe just hits me, you know, I work with them. So that's kind of my P right now. And I've been making some exciting music, a lot of exciting music that I'm personally excited about to share. And it's going to be crazy, trust me.
which Ghanaian have you jumped into the studio with?
This trip I was supposed to link with a couple people, but I don't know, like the universe did not the universe didn't really let it happen. I was supposed to link with Ckay, Ato, and Joey B. I'm fans of their stuff. Joey B, I really like his rap style. Like in Nigeria, we feel like the way he raps is like he's just catching crews. Everything he says, even the most regular things, just sound so, you know, interesting. Like you could say, I'm sitting on this chair, but there's a way he just says it that makes it sound so dope.
I have to agree.
You know what I mean? So like, I'm a huge fan of Joey B. Also like Kiddy, definitely. I already have a record with Kiddy, but that's my G. Kwame Eugene as well. You know, we've already made stuff, but we're making more stuff, you know.
I like that. I like that. Now, when is the album expected to come out?
I can't really say, but very, very soon. Trust
Okay.
me, and it will be worth the wait. Trust me.
It will. Okay. So it's artists from across the African continent in South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria. Is there a working title? You gotta give us something.
I can't say.
Something.
I can give you something though.
Okay.
It's absolutely crazy, and it will blow your minds.
Okay.
Trust me.
So that's it. I'm clutching at straws now.
Trust me. Yeah, it's my first album. You know, I've been dropping EPs. This is actually my first album.
So there's a lot of work going into that.
Yeah, like I'm really trying to do the thing.
Yeah, I like that. I like
this
that.
one.
Okay, so
The Milo Ckay, come make a drop your occupation. Oh, girl. Yeah, shoddy, what big, cool my temper, I need your loving every day. I need your body in every way. Pull up at Milo Ckay, pull up at Milo Ckay, come make a drop your occupation. Oh, girl. Shoddy, what big, cool my temper, I need your loving every day. I need your body in every way. Pull up at Milo Ckay, pull up at Milo Ckay, come make a drop your occupation. Oh, girl. Yeah, shoddy, what big, cool my temper, I need your loving every day. I need your body in every way. Pull up at Milo Ckay, pull up at Milo Ckay, come make a drop your occupation. Oh, girl. Yeah, shoddy, what big, cool my temper,
you're tuning into Brunch in the City on 97.3 Citi FM. I'm having a conversation with the man CK.
Pull up at Milo Ckay, come
You can send your messages to 0549 986 996. We're as well live on Facebook.
cool my temper,
But Jingles, and everybody said to ask you, CK, to name your top 5 rappers on the African continent. Can you? If you had to.
Definitely
Okay.
is up there. Like I always say this, we don't understand what he says at all, but there's just the way he says it that's just mad. Like almost every Nigerian is a huge Sarkodie fan. by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
I
So,
love that.
Sarkodie definitely. Nasty C. I think Nasty C is really dope. Black Bones. Who else? Joey B definitely.
Okay.
Kwesi Arthur definitely.
Alrighty.
Are those 5 or 4?
Yeah, I think Nasty, Sarkodie, Blackbones, Joey B.
Kwesi, that's 5.
Kwesi, yeah, that's 5.
yeah, shoddy, what big, cool my temper, I need your loving every day. I need your body in every way. Pull up at Milo.
But what song has been your favorite to create? Is there such a thing as having one particular favorite song, like the creative process was something that you thoroughly enjoyed?
I would say JJ the Wine.
Okay.
It's a song on my EP. That one, it was the most organic song I've ever made because I played everything live. Even the guitar was live, the drums were live.
Wow.
I was literally hitting like a lighter on the desk to make the drums of that song. So like the song, yeah, I saw the song come to life. Like it wasn't produced.
Yeah.
Like it was like played.
Wow.
And like I wanted to be in a very specific state when I made that song. Because I wanted to capture a specific moments. You know, like in my music, I like to recreate moments or capture emotional, points in my life. So that one, yeah, I really enjoyed making that one.
Okay.
Felony, I really enjoyed making Felony, but it stressed me to make it stress me.
How?
because- yeah, I mean, with the production, we kept adding stuff. 3 producers worked on the song. And we added live instruments later on. Like that song was just a process.
Okay.
Like that song had like 10 versions. or
Wow.
something, or more. All my songs have like 10 versions, by the way, or more.
Okay. So
I always change stuff. Yeah.
it takes a nice period for you to now finally settle down on it. So
Yeah.
everything comes out perfect.
Yeah. My whole team, they already know when I send them a song.
They know that's not the final
They know this is
version.
not the final version.
Well, let's take a listen to Felony again, and we'll come back for more.
You oxy with the vibe.
Baby, one in a million, no. Most beautiful lady I know. You're everything I need them more. Kill it plenty for the MO. But me, I know they see them more. Pay no attention, I feed them more. Oh no, and I'm my song. Yeah, it's a melody. I go sleep for them. If you ever use the melody for so long, I've been running away from love. Last, I'm not falling in love. Oh, no. Carry for head like Dandoko. Carry for head like Dandoko. Yeah, you go, I follow go. Follow go, no, no, no. Your love, they make me jogodo. Your love, they bust my pololo. My auntie don't see a willow, no, no. And I'm my song. Yeah, it's a melody. I go sleep for them. If you ever use the melody for so long, I've been running away from love. Last, I'm not falling in love. Oh, no.
You oxy with the vibe.
Baby, one in a million, no. Most beautiful lady I know. You're everything I need them more. Kill it plenty for the MO. But me, I know they see them more. Pay no attention, I feed them more. Oh no, and I'm my song. Yeah, it's a melody. I go sleep for them. If you ever use the melody for so long, I've been running away from love. Last, I'm not falling in love. Oh, no. Carry for head like Dandoko. Carry for head like Dandoko. Yeah, you go, I follow go. Follow go.
Felony by CK now playing in the background.
You love them.
This one says, I think CK is very good. Well, obviously. A few quick messages on Facebook. Pauline Agbanya says, I think CK is very good. I like his tempo and his vibe. Harmony says, watching live inside Terminal Community 1, side 18. Anthony Akukwame says, AJ, please link me to him. Stream his music, that's what matters. But yeah, very surely wrapping up. Oh my god! DJ Armani! DJ Armani's in the building. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, quickly wrapping up. CK, what more? What extra things are we expecting from you in the near future? And what are you going to be doing for your Ghana fans, man? We love you. Are you going to be doing a show sometime soon?
Definitely. Listen, definitely. Like, I feel like before I do an event anywhere else, it has to actually be Ghana, because Ghana is literally like our next door neighbor. You know? And I have like a bunch of collaborations coming out soon in the next month or two. Okay. And I have a new single coming out soon as well.
Oh, tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's actually a surprise. It's like it's not just I don't want to give away too much. You know? Like for me, I feel like my music is more than just the music. Like there's a certain way I want to
put it out,
release the music, so that people just have like a full experience.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
So like, I don't like giving names of the songs or the albums.
You wait for it to happen.
Yeah. Okay. Because I mean, if you are not surprised in this life, then what are you? You get like, you have to be surprised from time to time.
We love that. So we expecting later on this month or next month?
Next month.
Okay. Yeah. So in August we'll get some new music from Ckay, and hopefully have him sometime soon in the future be putting out collaborations with some Ghanaian artists.
Definitely.
And then
a show
in Ghana. I look forward to it. I really do. But congratulations on all the good things that are coming out from your camp. And the music is amazing. We love it.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it. We'll keep playing it. And hopefully have you back here sometime soon.
Definitely.
Final words for your Ghanaian fans, for everyone that loves you, that's tuned in.
Man, for everyone listening to me in Ghana, I mean, much love. Keep listening. And if you like my music, share it with someone. Don't be selfish.
No, thank you so much for passing through, Ckay.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure having you pass through.
Same here.
It's been another exciting edition of Brunch in the City. We're very shortly wrapping up.